What's going on, everyone? It's your boy K Mac back here once again with the Blitzburg Coverage Podcast. I am your host. Wow, what a game! What a game this was. We saw this past Sunday from Washington from 1 o'clock to about 4:30. Your Steelers come out victorious, 28-27. And what a game we had to dive into. A game in which the Steelers overcame a lot of shit, man. Being down 10 points in the third quarter. Fighting back, failed fake punt, interception by Russ, a fumble by Jaylen Warren. A little bit of some injuries in there as well, but, at the end of the day, we come out with a win against a 7-2 ball club over there in Washington. I thought both teams played pretty good. But let's start talking about this game, man. So we open up, won the coin toss, we received. That's usually Tomlin defers second half, and offense comes out, has a 3-and-out. I'm sure that wasn't part of the plan, but at least it showed aggressiveness and confidence in the offense to say, hey, you guys come out and you guys set the tone for this game. We weren't able to. We punt the ball to Washington, and their returner, Zaccheaus, muffs it, but gets on top of it. And that'd be a little telltale of something to come later on. Second drive of the game, we score a touchdown. I believe it was Pickens with a very acrobatic catch. Got some nice smooth plays in there. The running game with Najee was pretty inefficient, to be honest with you. Washington did a really good job of stopping him, but Jaylen Warren, really, I thought towards the second half of that game, really made some nice plays. He had about 13 rush attempts for about 60-some yards. Najee had about 13 for 50. Cordell Patterson had a couple run plays in there. So we go up. The first couple of drives, I think we were up 7-0. And defensively, the first half, I thought we played really good for the most part, but the score didn't show it. And then I want to say when we were up 7-0 after the Commanders' next 3-and-out or whatever the fuck, because we pretty much stifled their game. I know it shows 28. I know we didn't get any takeaways, but we pretty much kept Daniels in check in that offense. For the most part at least. But, man, on a 4th and 13 at our own 30 or 25 yard line, we try a fake punt. James Pierre is wide open, and he would have had a first down, which would have probably went for a lot more yards, probably could have led to another scoring drive and really, just take control of this game and take momentum and just ride with it. And unfortunately, James Pierre drops the ball. And now the defense is on a very short field. Washington goes and scores. Austin Ekeler with 2 touchdowns. So I was like, dude, what the fuck? In live time, I was so pissed, but looking back on it, I can't be mad that we did it because the play was there, but James Pierre just has to catch the ball. It's like, dude, you're wide open. There's no one on you. He just choked. He choked. And that play almost costed us the game. I know it's early, but it's like those early plays can really swing momentum and really, like I said, if he catches that ball, who knows how many yards he gets after the catch and who knows what that leads to. But, that's not to say here or there, ifs, whats, whatever. If this were the 5th, we'd all be drunk, so whatever. But, so that was big. And, we go down 14-17 at half. Freiermuth with the second passing touchdown of the day. There to the flats on the right side with a nice little pick play. And, I thought Russ played decent. Good. I thought he played decent. I feel like the offensive line really in the first half really didn't give him a comfortable pocket. Some of the receivers couldn't really get open. Mike Williams only played 9 snaps. I thought Pickens should have seen the ball more, as he was absolutely killing it with some nice plays on the sidelines, slant plays. Yeah, I mean, being down 14-17 was not a part of the plan here. That's just too many points for this defense to give up. And then after the opening drive of Washington's second half, they come down, march down the field, and they're up 14-24. I'm like, well, here we go. Let's fucking see. Are we going to bounce back? Are we going to fucking quake in our boots like past the other teams? Or are we going to fucking fight back, show some adversity, and, fucking show some grittiness, show some resilience? And we did. We come back. The defense really, after that opening half touchdown, really fucking tightened up, man. Jayden Daniels, I think he had 3 rush attempts for 5 yards. Pretty much shut down the Washington run game. Terry McLaurin had a good day, but I thought Joey Porter Jr. didn't really play too well Sunday. He a little bit too grabs, a little bit too many holding calls or pass interference or whatever you want to call it. He didn't really play too well, honestly. Minka missed a bad tackle there. And that huge Terry McLaurin play down to like the 15-yard line. I was like, dude, you got to be kidding me. Plays there to be made. I thought the front seven did a good game. I thought the front seven really played well. We're extremely familiar with mobile quarterbacks, seeing that we have Justin Fields, who we can use on the scout team, playing Lamar Jackson twice a year. And so I really thought we kept Daniels in the pocket. Didn't allow him to really get outside of the pocket and make plays. Really, only a couple times he was able to do that, and they were incomplete, whether it be a drop or a nice pass defensed by the defensive backs. Mind you, Dante Jackson suffered an injury, so that's why we saw James Pierre in there a little bit more at times. Cam Sutton obviously came back. That was a guy I forgot to mention leading up to this game, but Cam Sutton played a lot in this game. Beanie Bishop was in there. But yeah, I mean, came here with 2 sacks. TJ Watt had no sacks, but the referees were absolutely dreadful this past weekend, especially in this game. That holding call that should have been called on TJ would have been a safety. There was a holding call that should have been called on Dante Jackson. And then you're talking from a 40-something yard field goal to a 50-some yard field goal. And maybe we can, block it. I also forgot to mention, way earlier in a punt in the game, after we fucked up our fake punt, we punted the Commanders to Kias, and he muffed the ball, so that gave us a really short field there for a quick touchdown. I forgot to mention that way early that was way earlier in the game, though. Way earlier. I think that was like second quarter, I want to say. But the defense, really the front seven, I thought played really good. I saw a lot more of Atlanta Roberts and Patrick Queen than I did Peyton Wilson. I'd had to look at the snaps again, but like the snap percentages, I didn't really see Peyton Wilson out there, to be honest. I saw a lot of Patrick Queen, Roberts, really as our linebackers, and that's fine. I mean, give Peyton Wilson a little break if he needs it. I mean, fuck it, we got guys. The defense still, I thought, played a good game. Could have been better, but, it just shows, what this win shows is that even on a day where our defense doesn't play the best, the offense picked up the slack. I thought the offense I don't really think we played too good on third downs. The running game was largely inefficient, just really no big running plays. Najee I got injured during the game. He came back into the game. Cordell Patterson had a few touches, just some interesting outside runs. I thought Warren really ran the ball well, gave us a nice change of pace, but just unfortunately fumbled the ball when we were driving in to go take the lead the first time, being down 21-28, but fumbles it. I'm like, oh my God, is that going to kill us? We got about 5 minutes left, and the defense comes up big once again. Should have gotten a safety on TJ. Didn't get it. The referee is right there. The referee is right there. And it's every week. You guys miss holding calls on TJ. And I know a lot of the great defensive pass rushers don't get calls. But how do you fuck that up? How do you miss that call? That changes shit. That's 2 points our way. 23-28. Then we go up 29. Oh, my apologies. It was 20. Would have been 23-27. And then it just changes shit. It just changes things, but whatever. So we get the ball back with about 4 or 5 minutes left. And we get into a 2nd and long. And this was a big key play that I don't think really a whole lot of people are mentioning. Big 2nd and 16. Russell Wilson breaks the pocket, rolls out to his left a little bit, breaks back to the right side of the field, throws a really good ball to Calvin Austin, picks up about 11 yards, gets it 3rd and 5. Unfortunately, Calvin Austin leaves the game with what was to be known as maybe a concussion, or I'm not sure, but Russ threw a great ball. It was great on Calvin Austin to come back to the quarterback. Got a huge 11-yard play there. I mean, 2nd and 16 at 3rd and 5 that just changes things. Massively changes things. We pick up the 3rd down there. And then with about 2-ish minutes left, Russell Wilson throws that moon ball down the left sideline to newly acquired wide receiver Mike Williams. And good ball, good catch, and we take the lead 28-27, man. Mike Williams only played 9 snaps, and according to what he said, he really didn't even know the play. Ross just told him where to be and what route to run, and, it's pretty cool to see that happen, It's just pretty cool to see that happen. And we take the lead 28-27. The defense stifles up. It's 4th and 11. And I guess this was apparently a very controversial play. Jane Daniels hits Zach Ertz in the middle of the field for what was to be a very close 1st down potential conversion, but the referees marked him short. And it was close. It was close. I thought he was short by a couple of inches. When he comes back for the ball and he's kind of turned around, and then when his knee hits the ground and when he's touched by contact, it looks like the ball never hits the 1st down marker. I know people are saying, well, on TV, well, the thing is, that yellow line is an imaginary scrimmage line. That's not actually where the 1st down line is. That's just imaginary. That, give or take, that's where it is, but that's not where the actual marker is on the field. So, was it a 1st down? I would have to say no. It was close for sure, but they marked him short, and then after when you go to the booth review, it has to be undisputable evidence, like no doubt a 1st down. It wasn't, and we get the ball back. We go 3 straight run plays. Cordell Patterson almost picked up the 1st down on 3rd down with that weird outside zone handoff thing where I'm not even going to try to explain it. It's not a normal typical handoff. You bring a couple guys to swing and pull, typically from the right side. He goes to the left, and Patterson almost gets the 1st down, 4th and 1. And then Mike Tomlin sends out the offense again for what was to be known as potentially a play that may have been ran, may have not been ran. And Russell Wilson gets the defense to jump offsides with the cadence. Fuck it, try to get him to jump offsides. If you get him, you win the game. If you don't, punt the ball, or maybe you go for it. We'll never know. We got the defense to jump offsides, get a free 5 yards, and that's the game. That's your game. Kill the clock, and your Steelers come out with a win, 28-27. I kind of thought this game would go this way, though I didn't think it'd be so close. I really feel like that fake punt fucked some shit up. I thought we were really going to take some momentum after that if we had gotten that play. Didn't happen. Unfortunately, this game wasn't injury free, as we lost Alex Highsmith to what looked like to be some type of ankle injury. It looks like he's going to be out for the next couple of weeks. That sucks. Hopefully we get Herbig back this week, and we trade for Preston Smith, who may actually made a pretty good play there on that. It was a real late play in the drive where, real late in the game, looked like a double pass run type of play. Jayden Daniels throws a screen play to the bottom right side of the field, and then Alex Highsmith runs out to the left sideline. Jayden Daniels goes out there for what looks to be potentially a quarterback pass, run, double throw, whatever, trick play type of thing. And then Jayden Daniels breaks back towards the middle of the field. Preston Smith makes a tackle. He got some snaps there. Dante Jackson was in and out of the lineup. He's kind of been in and out of the lineup a lot this season. When he's in there, he's solid, but I'm not sure what to think of that. Offensively speaking, Calvin Austin suffered something minor. Not sure what's going to happen with that, but no offensive line injuries. Najee got back into the game, so I think we'll be pretty much injury cool, except for Highsmith. Hopefully we get Herbig back. And you also got to say that 2nd and 9 or first and 10 QB draw. So when we were up 28-27, man, the defense bent a little bit, but there was a massive play made by Keanu Benton to stop Jayden Daniels on a QB draw. If he doesn't make that tackle, Jayden Daniels gets them to field goal range, and they probably win this game. Look, go check the film, go check the tape again. A huge stop by Keanu Benton for a loss of 1. I know he hasn't made a lot of huge plays this season. I really thought Keanu Benton would make a big year 2 leap. But, they've been solid against the run, though. So maybe that's kind of what they're just having the D linemen do. Stop the run first. But I thought the front 7 played good. They had like 4 or 5 sacks. Kept Daniels in the pocket. Just kept him contained. Patrick Queen had some nice play. I thought Patrick Queen had his best game of the season. Sideline to sideline, mirroring Jayden Daniels, couple of QB runs, just stuff that shit. And let him know, like, you ain't gonna ball against this defense. So, but that's that, man. Big time victory, 28-27. Steelers go to 7-2, man. 7-2. Oh, first place in the division. Ravens are 7-3. Bengals 4-6, and the Browns come off of a bye week. So who cares about them, anyways? And as we all know, we have a very big game lurking this Sunday from Pittsburgh. 7-2 Pittsburgh, 7-3 Baltimore for first place of the division. We'll preview that later this week, but that's it for you, boy. I think we covered everything. Just a good win. Not pretty. We know it's not going to be pretty. It's not always going to be pretty. And, that's 1 down, 8 more games to go. But, we'll see. We'll take it 1 game at a time. Hope you all enjoyed the podcast review of the Steelers. What, fifth straight win? 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 4 or 5 straight dubs. I'll take it. And, we're just getting better each week. Russell Wilson, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. I know he didn't have 200 yards passing, but, hey, you got to give him credit. He made the plays when we needed to make it. Would have liked to see the run game. Would have liked to see the run game played run better, but didn't happen. George Pickens played great. I thought he played great, man. And, that's what we're going to need down the stretch of this thing. And you guys have a great Tuesday. Turn up Tuesday. Another victory, man. But we have big game. I don't even got to say nothing. That's it. We out this thing. You'll have a great day. Stay safe. Peace.